Guys, when I was back in school, at the end of the school year, we used to have something called a prize distribution. So the one prize that I always wanted was the all-rounder prize. But unfortunately, I never got that prize. But I'm guessing the closest that'll come to being an all-rounder is sharing the room with three brilliant all-rounders, doing this round table with all-rounders. Venki, Dre, Shakib, welcome to the show. Dre, let's start with you. Some of your abilities, some of your hidden talents off the field that people don't quite know of.
Singing.
Singing?
Yeah.
You wanna
No. I'm camera shy.
Once KKR qualifies for the playoffs, we'll do that.
Once we win the finals,
Brilliant.
I'll sing for the entire fund.
Even better. Yes. Shakib, for you, rumor has it you've been learning how to change diapers.
I'm already very good at it.
Very good at it.
Better than a nurse.
Better than your wife. Equally
For sure.
good? For sure.
For sure.
So in a 50-50 situation, like who would go for it first, you or your wife?
Always me.
Taking
There is
responsibility.
no 50-50 situation. It's always me.
Fantastic. Venki, what about you?
Nothing about me. I think I do a lot of things other than cricket, but I can say that I like to read a lot. I like to learn about finance, but nothing major.
Changing diapers for you?
Absolutely not. Haven't reached that stage.
Soon enough though?
Too far from it.
Too far from it. Brilliant, so just showing that you guys are all-rounders, not just on the field, but off the field as well. Now, coming to the most serious cricketing discussion. Andre, what have you made of Venki so far? He's burst onto the scene. He's been an absolute sensation so far in the second half of the IPL. What have you made of him, being the veteran that you are?
I'm gonna be honest, not because he's sitting beside me. I've seen his talent from from we were in Mumbai practicing the first half of the IPL. And I always keen and saying why, we're not playing this guy because, seeing the talent, he bowl a bit of medium and it's not just where he just run up and bowl. He's a smart guy. So at the end of the day, we all seeing it out in the middle now. He might not bowl in 90 miles per hour, 80 miles per hour, but execution is the key. So he get his Yorkers right, his slow balls, and with the bat, he's just one of the most confident player right now. In this setup, the way he go about his game. So not because he's here, but the talent, is just natural, and I just think the free spirit of him going out and back himself to play shots. I just think that's what we needed at the top as well. So once he continued doing that, I just think it's only him can stop him.
Thanks, Russ.
Venki, I know you're a very humble guy, but I'm pretty sure it must be pleasing listening to what a legend like Andre Russell has to say about you.
Well, I think it's obviously pleasing when someone like him praises me, but I think it's absolutely spot on. That's what we require, and I've always placed team goals ahead of me, so that's what I'm gonna go out there and do, irrespective of what people make of me. I'm gonna go out there and express myself and continue doing that.
And we spoke about one legend that you've been inspired by. You've been inspired by Saurav Ganguly as well. I'm pretty sure you've sought a lot of inspiration from Shakib Hasan as well. You're a left-hander, he's a left-hander. What strokes from Shakib Hasan's cricketing book would you like to take and actually incorporate into your style?
I think Shakib is a very good puller of the ball, and his cover drives are spot on. So I've seen him pull a lot of balls, very honestly. I think that is something that I would like to talk to him about, learn the craft of maneuvering the pull, not just playing the pull good, but just maneuvering the ball in the gaps. That is something that I'd really like to pick his brains on.
You missed one though. His babysitting abilities, his diaper changing abilities.
As I told you, I'm too far from that. I think that's something that I really need not to talk about.
Shakib, coming to you. You of course have known Dre on and off the field for quite some time. Of course, you were part of the winning squad together in 2014, played for 3 years after that as well. What do you find most exciting about Andre Russell's batting, and how do you think his batting has evolved over the years ever since you first started playing with him in 2014?
Well, I know him, I think, from 2012 when he first played in BPL. We played in the same team. I think the way he's been playing, to be honest, for me, I never thought he'll come this far. But I mean, hats off to him, the way he worked towards his cricket, towards his batting, towards his bowling, towards the game. To be honest, is something we can admire. He's been a great ambassador for KKR and for many other franchises as well, and for his country. And I just hope that he continue to do so for whichever team he is playing for in next 3, 4, 5 years. And yeah, I wish him all the luck. I hope that he gets fit and he contribute for KKR this year.
You know, one of the reasons why so many people have been extolling your virtues and praising you is because they say you've got a very good attitude. You're a great student of the game. Look, you're still a young all-rounder, so a long, long way to go. But you're sitting with two veterans here, Andre Russell, Shakib Al Hasan. How would you pick their brains? What questions would you ask them?
Well, I think not just me, even Dre, Shakib, they are also students of the game. The learning is never gonna stop, I believe. But one thing I definitely like to ask Shakib Bhai in particular is, he's the premium all-rounder in the entire world. Actually, you're the best all-rounder, and you play all the formats. So, what is it like to shift between formats, or what is the mental procedure that you have to go through when you have short intervals in between formats, and you have to adapt according to, it's a different ball game when it comes to the red ball and ODI cricket and T20 and franchise cricket. So, what does the Shakib Al Hasan go through during that interval?
Not much difference when you are playing T20 and suddenly you need to shift it to a test cricket or a franchise cricket. I don't think there are not so much of mental uh, change you need to do. You just, maybe in test cricket you leave 20 balls, in ODI you leave 10 balls, in T20s you probably leave 1 or 2 balls. So that's the mental shipment as far as batting concerned. And as long as you are playing to the situation, playing for the team, what's team requirement, I think you're doing just fine. After a few series or few tournaments, you will get used to this and you will know exactly what you need to do.
When I used to watch you on TV and then we used to comment this, alright, like, I'll be very honest with you, like, kitne lambe chhakke mara, which means like you're hitting the ball literally out of the park. That's what we used to say. So I want to know what goes into those shots. I mean, obviously you're looking to murder the ball, but I mean, of course you're a strong guy, but what do you do to keep that strength up? I think it's very difficult, especially for you, someone who bowls as well, who bats and fields in crucial positions. So what is your fitness regime?
I just think, off season is what I look to target, most of my strength work. Like in season, I would do all of that stuff in my room. Like for instance, I follow workout routines on YouTube. I would just randomly go and watch a YouTube video, different ab workout, because the core is very important and the back. So once my back, core, and my legs strong, like my upper body naturally gonna get some work from all of those stuff. So I just think maintenance. I would do like 20 to 30 push-ups every day, just to get my body, keep the strength going, because those sixes, hitting those sixes 100 meters or 100 plus, I might do it a couple times for the year, but to hit big sixes consistently, it takes consistent working and the strength. So at the point I contact, most of the time I try to make sure that everything goes through the ball. Some guys, they look to time the ball. Once they get they keep their shape, they just want the ball to go over the rope for six. I want to hit the ball where they have to get a new ball. And
Want to hit the ball out of town.
yes, so that's the fear I put in each bowler. And when you do that as a batter, even if it was a bad ball, but the bowler see how far that ball went, it put pressure on the bowler. So it's a reverse psychology. That's what I use. Hit the ball just over the rope, the bowler think he have a chance, but it's still six. So, strength is important, and I learned a lot from Chris. Chris Gale, he said that I'm afraid to get all out on the boundary, so I try to hit the ball over the boundary, like far back over the boundary. I want to make sure it's six. So you're gonna get stronger, and I know you see a lot of shots from Shakib as well. We are here, and we're willing to share experience with you as well.
Just for the record, I think I had a conversation with Dre back in Ahmedabad. I don't know if he remembers or not. I went to his room to talk. While talking, he did 20 rollouts. He did 20 push-ups, sometimes you go to talk to people and then suddenly you sit there and you just look at people. Gosh, how strong that guy is, and then that's the only thing you can do.
I remember.
But you're a huge asset to KKR, and as he rightly mentioned, both of you are ambassadors to KKR, and I really hope that you do contribute and we lift this third IPL for us.
Yes.
A closing question for all three of you. As an all-rounder, you're expected to bowl 4 overs maximum, bat for at least 10 overs, maybe more than 10 overs. So unlike other roles, you're supposed to be a specialist in 2 roles, in batting as well as bowling. So how do you handle the pressure? What's your mental makeup like, knowing that you've got to play these multiple roles?
I think more than pressure, it inspires you, or it complements one another. So if you're batting well, that gives you a lot of confidence to bowl well. If you're bowling well, it gives you a lot of confidence to bat well. So in that way, I think they will agree with me that it's not a pressure. It's the opportunities for your team to contribute in more ways rather than in one department. That's what I feel.
Great.
What I normally look to do is, not saying if I bat well, I don't look to bowl well, but being an all-rounder, it gives you the comfort to, if you fail with the bat, you can make up with the ball. And if you fail with the ball and you go for runs, my mentality is, okay, I went for 4 overs for 45. When I go to bat, I'm killing any bowler that bowls. I'm gonna give back some legs. That's the mentality. So, as Shakib said, once you do your homework, you do all the hard work in the practice, you nail your yorkers, your ball coming out of your bat middle properly, you catch a few balls, you have confidence in your hands, you are good for the game. And I think one complement each other. So I bowl well, the confident, the first ball, if it's in a slot, I'm going. And I just think over a period of time, even Venky is gonna get it confident as well, because playing at this level and playing domestic is way different. The pressure, the crowd, and just imagine if it was a full, like a Eden Garden, 60,000 people, like that put a lot of pressure on me sometimes. Walking out on the chair, all of these things, it's gonna happen. So we have to just know that we put ourselves under a lot of pressure in practice, and the game will be easier.
Mikey, your thoughts based on the few outings that you've had? Very impactful outings that you've had.
I mean, they've answered it all, but if I look at it as a team perspective, I think it's lovely to have an all-rounder who can do the job in both the departments. It's such an asset to have, and I completely agree with both of them. You can complement in both the departments. It's just that it becomes so much easier for others to chip in if someone's doing their job. If someone's bowling 2 overs, then the captain has to the responsibility has come down to just give 2 more overs, just take 2 more overs from someone else. So that's something that I've been working a lot on, and I drive myself to call. I want people to know me as an all-rounder, not just as a batter who can bowl a bit. I really want everyone to remember that I can bowl well. Of course, I need to evolve, and I'm really grateful to just the management for giving me opportunities, and also these guys who I've been watching on screen, and now I'm getting the opportunity to share the dressing room. And I've never seen Dre shy out from bowling those impactful overs, be it the 4th over, be it the 12th over, breaking the partnership, be it slog. I think I've never seen him shy away from the responsibility, and to be honest, I've seen him get hit as well, but the way he comes back, and then what he spoke about, if he's get hit for boundaries, he'll go out there and he'll murder the bowlers. Absolutely. So that mentality is something which is very inspiring. You get that cushion only as an all-rounder, not as a pure batter or a bowler. So that is something that I draw inspiration from.
As they say, cometh the hour, cometh the man. Brilliant, gents. Was absolutely fascinating, just delving into your psyches and understanding everything that it takes to be the brilliant all-rounders that you are. Thank you so much for joining us on this round table with all-rounders. Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.